What's up, fuckers? How y'all doing tonight? You know, just my real weed time. But it's gonna be a little different than what we was doing last night. You heard? I'm on a whole nother vibe right now. I'm on a whole nother chop right now, family. Now, if you catch me and you catch this too late, that's cool. What's understood never needs to be explained. You know what I'm saying? But right now, in a particular time where a lot of energies, a lot of deities, a lot of things are highly active in our environment. And unfortunately, if you don't know, you won't be ahead of the curve. You feel me? You figure me? If you don't know what's going on, you found the drizzle, my nigga. And it is what it's gonna be. And that don't feel too good. You know what I'm saying? I know. Bear with it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we gotta understand what time we're in. And we gotta understand what times we're living in at this particular moment. Wagwan, Shirley, Wagwan, Celios, how y'all doing? Welcome, come on in. This is my weed time. But tonight, I got something special in plan for y'all. So come on, go ahead and share this and try to get as many people in this motherfucker as y'all possibly can, because tonight I'm finna cook. You see, 2 years ago, on my original account, kashealRange, I had got shadow banned for 2 years, and I could not post any content because of the things I am about to mention and say right now. I just personally don't give a fuck anymore. Wagwan, welcome, come on, how y'all doing? We here. So, I'm about to give y'all some real spiel right now, and I just want y'all to personally be there energetically. Wagwan, Christy, how you doing? Tonight, y'all just gonna have to let me cook. I ain't got no notebooks. We're not reading out of a book. I'm about to drop some information. In fact, the same information that got me shadow banned 2 years ago on my original account, kashealRange. But these things need to be said and heard. So, without further ado, let me roll the ganja. You know what I mean? Give me one time here. One time for the one time, yeah? Go ahead and like it up, push the algorithm. Share as much as you like, It'll only take a few more seconds. I roll blunts extremely fast. And we're going to get right into this chop. Because, not only is this going to be some shit that's going to be cleared up that a lot of people don't want heard over the airlines, but I'm going to give you some food for thought, some things to think about that a lot of people aren't saying or talking about at this particular time in this particular moment. Peace and love to everybody. Thank you for attending. Welcome. All gods and goddesses in attendance. Yes, I, and say Ashe. I'd like to take the time to give gratitude and glory, as we say libations, to the energies and spirits that protect me and surround me. Sekhmet, Ashe. Baset, Ashe. Bes, Ashe. Habib, Ashe. Ma'es, Ashe. Neferatum, Ashe. Papa J, Ashe. Dr. John, Ashe. Heru, Ashe. Anpu, Ashe. Wajet, Ashe. Thor, Oshe. Loki, Ashe. Freya, Ashe. Azuri Danto, Ashe. Azuri Freya, Ashe. Baran Samdi, Ashe. Papa Jide, Ashe. Papa Dambila, Ashe. Papa Legba, Ashe. Esu, Ashe. Oya, Ashe. Alamanduare, Ashe. We'd like to give thanks and reverence to the spirit of the white dog, Ashe. The thunderbird, Ashe. The spirit of the raven, Ashe. The spirit of the cat, Ashe. The butterfly, Ashe. Spirit of the dragonfly, Ashe. The spirit of the ladybug, Ashe. We'd like to give thanks and reverence to the spirit of the wolf, Ashe. To the spirit of the scarab, Ashe. We'd like to give reverence and thanks and gratitude to our loved ones, Ashe. To our ascended masters, Ashe. We'd like to give thanks to Saint Germain, Ashe. We'd like to give thanks to Dilbert Blair, Ashe. Bobby Hemmett, Ashe. Laila Africa, Ashe. Dr. Sebi, Ashe. We'd like to give reverence and praise to Larry Montoya, also known as Brother Panic, Ashe. For all those gods and goddesses in attendance, now is the time. All ancestors known and unknown, Ashe. The hidden one, the most high mother and father of all, Ashe. Now we're going to cook right up in this motherfucker, alright? All we got 2 people who want to come in. Let me say the message and I'll let y'all go ahead and join, because I mean, I'm not an asshole and why not? Y'all might have something to say anyway. So let's cook. But what I need to say to y'all is we're moving into a planetary energetic convergence. What a planetary energetic convergence is basically when worlds collide. Where new original souls are created. At a time like this, in the days of old, back when Earth was young, we fell from knowledge. Wagwan, Wagwan, Cristal. We're in a time right now where there are forces unseen in attendance. Now they could play all this funny dunny shit all they want to, but what they didn't expect was the Supreme Council to pay a visit. What they didn't expect was some of us to actually be incarnated avatars of ancient primordial gods, like me included, and several others I won't mention here to protect their identity. You see, some people aren't born here, are reincarnated. Some of us were sent here with a particular mission and assignment. And those of us who are coming back into a great remembering, you're remembering your assignment. You're coming back to your spirit and your soul tribe. You know, the things we forgot when we fell from knowledge. You see, the funny thing is, even when I was a serpent, even when I was a little itty bitty prince, hell, even when I was a bird, my face has always looked the same. It's never changed. I might have a different skin color. I might be a little chunky. I might be a little slim. Hell, this is the first time in, honestly, 5,000 years I've made it to be this old. But here we are. And I know something is off because I have kids now. I've never had children in any lifetime. So let's talk about it, guys. You see, there's a lot of speculation about certain symbols, ancient primordial symbols that we left for you guys. Some of y'all in attendance actually were part of the leaving behind of symbols. Some of you all are what I like to call an original. like I am. If you haven't been able to tell, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say the cat's out of the bag. Who else has a protruding pineal gland out of the center of their fucking forehead? Who else can you see their optic thalamus and their pituitary gland out of their fucking forehead? You see, we've been many things for longer than I even remember. But there's one thing I've noticed. The faces never change. And in fact, the behaviors of these incarnated original spirits since the days of old just continuously get stronger and more prominent. A lot of us originals have made the transition. There's not a lot of us left. However, the very few that are here, I need you to remember. I don't know what you got to do, but I need you to remember. You see, we're a lot more than we give ourselves credit. And we're a lot older than we give ourselves credit. 9 times out of 10, if something resonates with you, or if it's relatable to you, if it calls to you, it's because it's yours. Or it was yours once upon a time in a past life. Something you used to wear a lot. Something you used to eat. Fuck, it could have even been something you invented. But if you don't study where you fell, you'll never remember how to rise again. You see, the angels of oblivion, the archons, the ones who touch us and we forget before we transmute into our vessel and meet our parents. You know, when we're infants and we know everything, and those little angels, those little archons come to us, the spirits of the demiurge, and make us forget. You see, we were in a primordial realm. In this primordial realm, we were innocent and pure of heart, pure of nature. Having fun, trying to see how we could mold our individual gifts and abilities. And along this process, we picked our parents. Wagwan Luke 2.0. Not only did we pick our parents, we picked our family members. We picked our bloodline. And then on top of picking our bloodline, we even agreed to the situations and circumstances of our life. It's called a soul contract. Well, we have all this information, and we know what's going to happen, and we sign up for it. We get our gifts and our life mission and our abilities. And then the archons come. The lesser gods, the earth gods, the demiurgic force comes. The angels of oblivion. And make us forget with this angel mark here. If you don't get the angel mark, you're going to have a slit in your nostril, or a slit down the middle of your tongue. There are certain ways, certain symbols that happen, that are marks that are left on your body at birth, to let certain individuals know who and what the fuck you are. Even if you're not consciously aware of it, they know. There's been a system set in place since the days of old to separate royalty, gods, and humans. Understand, a human is not a lesser deity. A human is something new. A human is something fresh. A human is a new soul in a new world. Not what other people think it is. It's not this lesser physical deity. Humans have a capability of being more powerful than the ancient primordial gods. due to the will of the human spirit and the power of the psyche and the strength of the human mind and the love that humankind embody for each other. I mean, they truly are a remarkable race. You got to give it to them. You see, there was an age of light long ago, and it was great. It was fantastic. We thrived. But we got and became dogmatic. We fell from our virtues, you see. We began to participate and overindulge in the passion and the desires of flesh. Food tasting good. Overindulging in music, sex, herbs. You see, lotus, particularly blue lotus and white lotus, is not new. We've been smoking that shit for thousands of years. It started in ancient Greece. And in fact, that's what you humans make opium and heroin from. Lotus. Fun fact a lot of people didn't know. A lot of what you're doing is just regurgitating things from the past. It's not new. A lot of what you think are your actions and your thoughts, you're being guided and led by energies higher and greater than you. Call them invisible helpers. These invisible helpers aren't always beautiful and pretty. Some of them look like aliens. Some of them have horns. Some of them are giant and tall, and some of them are small and puny. But none of them are insignificant or futile. Due to contrary belief, a lot of things exist that you've been told and taught do not exist. I'm going to tell you a little thing about the primordial cosmic mother, the queen of the overseers, the goddess and conqueror of the underworld. You see, oh, that's good. There's this force, this energy that a lot of people might not know, that you've been afraid of your whole life. What if I were to tell you that the God you worship was actually your enemy and the devil? And in fact, the devil that you're so afraid of is actually your God. What would you believe? Would you keep your head in the sand, or would you listen a little bit to what I'm trying to tell you? You see, there was a small group of people during the times of Egypt known as the Gnostic Cathars. And they had it so right. It was almost perfect. You see, they said in their ancient scriptures that the God of this earth is a serpent with a lion head, a blind God known as Samael, who just happens to be the chief of the archons, who goes by another name. That name is Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth, Samael, the blind god, the lion-headed serpent, is the chief archon who feeds on you. You see, Yaldabaoth is a jealous god. Yaldabaoth wants you to worship him and only him. Yaldabaoth is the blind god. He does not see any other immortal. He can hear us, but he cannot see them because of his pride. You see, Yaldabaoth was locked away for eons until something woke him up. And And what brought him into creation was the Great Mother. You see, a long time ago, before Earth even existed, we were one whole organism that existed throughout all time and space. We were one mind, operating individually, creating and destroying constantly and simultaneously. And it was nice, and we had fun. We didn't have to care or worry about a thing because we had no shape or form, you see. And Mother wanted a counterpart. Mother wanted another half. So without the permission of the rest of the collective, Mother decided to create an energetic signature known to the human psyche as a thought form. And this thought form grew and bore life. But it was flawed. It couldn't really get the light. You see, there really is no darkness in the realm of the gods. There is only a shadow. The shadow is cast from the consciousness of the collective of our minds. We shine so bright in the void and the collective ether before there was anything that it cast a shadow in our environment. That is where Yoda Bayoff was nurtured. That is where Yoda Bayoff was groomed in the shadow of the light. Which is why until you deal with your shadow on an individual level, he will win you over every time. You see, he is a master of the desires of flesh. Yoda Bayoff knows what you want. He knows what you like. He knows how you like it because he perfected these things in darkness. Let me see what go on. God-blooded what a go on. Moloch and Baal got this shit down packed. Gotta stop eating them meats. Gotta stop celebrating these holidays. They set up the shitty bags. To an extent, yeah. But this is what I'm telling you. You see, dark that you know, the dark that you've been taught, the evil, the wicked that we've all been taught is just a man-made construct because they refuse to deal with the shadow that dwelleth within. There's only one energy. There's only one source of primordial greatness, and it lives within all things. It animates everything, even things you cannot see. This source, this primordial force, yeah, it is in everything. There is no death. Nothing ever truly dies. It just transmutes. It just transforms. It either raises or it lowers. Nothing truly ever dies. So when you consume anything, you must understand it is a way of the natural order of life. It is not just the way of nature. It is not just the way of man. It is the way of the natural order. This construct we live in, it was set up a specific way. There is a particular light and dark in everything, on every aspect. It's like, no, it is. It's a game. And we just watch to see what you would choose. Will you go with the light or will you choose the shadow? We don't intervene. We give hints, we guide, but we never intervene. It's part of the rules. There is a natural order. We are overseers. There is only one force that can lead and intervene. Not us. Not the demiurge. Not the demigods. You see, they tell you about the tree of life. They tell you about the tree of knowledge. But what they don't tell you is it's deeper than just a tree. You see, as above, so below. That applies to everything. So what I mean is, the Kalipov, the tree of life, is also the tree of death. The tree of knowledge is also tree of ignorance. You must transcend your spirit. If you don't, you're food. You're food. You see, I'm peer to peer with them. I interact with them all the time. I play with them. They play with me. We live together. It's an energy. I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid. Never been afraid of them. We come from the same bloodline. Why would I be afraid of my family? You might not like your family. You might not agree all the time. But you got heart. You got love deep in you. Yes, I can never get rid of that. Only because that's the connection. That's the energy flow through you of the Most High. The hidden one, you see, which animate all things within I and I. We are reflecting the energy signature, that comes from the Most High, the hidden one. We are projecting the essence. The trees project the essence. The flowers, the rocks, the dirt, the water. It is all in symmetry, in unison, in a science. Nothing is separate, yeah? So you cannot be afraid of the demon, because the demon is the twin of the angel. You see? Let me explain. The story of your beloved Jesus, the story of your beloved Horus, was created long ago. Long ago. It is the tale of two siblings, one brother, one sister. First time happened. You see, every angel has a twin. That twin is the daemon. The daemon is the ancient primordial god. They are family, you see. For every archon, there is a higher god, yes? They are family, you see. That's why for every god, there is a goddess with same abilities. We left you symbols. We left you symbols. We left you hints and clues so you can understand, but you still don't get it. Most of my brothers, most of my sisters, they've abandoned you. They use your love against you. They use your worship and praise as food and fuel. You know why? Because you gave them permission. if you put your faith outside of you, who is stronger than most of them, you will always lose. This system, this world, was set up for you to be food for the gods, not for you to become God. I want to teach you how to become a god, how to become a goddess, but you must use your mind. If you don't use your mind, if you don't strengthen your soul, awaken your soul, feed your spirit, you will forever be food, yes? You hear me say? You understand? You understand me? Now go on, let me read the comments here. Rest of the world wondering how much longer we're gonna play the same games. Indeed, the human mockeries, the human construct, the human thought process is a game. It is a game. We use it. The ancients are immortal. They do not die. Right now, matter of fact, since 2012, they have been working in secret to produce cell regeneration so that their human vessels, the organic matter, does not rot or decay. They built this world for them, not for you. I die, I get sent back into another avatar until my mission is complete. They don't die. They upload their brain consciousness, the subconscious and the unconscious mind, into another avatar, with or without consent, breaking universal law. But they get away with it because they tell you what they're doing, man. So you cannot punish, you cannot act like this is a criminal thing when they tell you what's going on. And you do not see with eyes. You do not see, you do not feel with your spirit, no. It's right in front of you. Energy can only transform. Y'all want to go back to pink goo. No, see, it already is happening. The pink goo and the black goo are nanites, nanobots, man-made technology, itty-bitty computer-like organisms in the food, in the papers, in the toilet paper, in the TVs, in the phones, in the toothpaste, in the hair products, to control your mind. They're using magic against you, against your free will, and then tell you what happens. And still not believe. The goo is not a goo. It is chemical robotics from an otherworldly dimension. Understand. No death. No. Keep talking crazy. That's where we go. It's a pit of thoughts and goop and screaming. Oh, it sounds like a bot. It sounds like a bot, yeah? I once thought if my ex was Jesus, then sent me into the psych ward. No, you can't. You see, love is greater than an emotion. Love is stronger than an emotion. It's not a feeling. Love is a spirit. A spirit that one communicates with like technology. Love was a goddess. A goddess who made the ultimate sacrifice and transmuted her essence and to the beings of all of the people, so that we can feel her spirit. So as we live on, she live on. You hear me? Love is more than just something you feel, something you want to crave or touch. Love is physical. Love is metaphysical. Love is scientific. Love comes from a physical primordial goddess that transcends time and space. You must love self. Then you can share your love with others. Love is more than just, ooh, ah, sexy, shaky warrior. No, no, much more. It's much more than that. Love has no conditions. Love doesn't go away when you're angry, when you're bored. It's still there. Humans get angry and there's no more. Humans get greedy and there's no more. None. No love in the heart. No love. No love in the heart. No love in the mind. You have to understand the things that you've been taught are wrong. Let go of the program. Let go of your way of thinking. Because, you see, they call her Lucifer. They call her Pistis Sophia, Shekinah. They call her Aset. She is the light bearer, clothed in darkness, yeah? She is ancient, primordial goddess and queen, overseer, yes? Not a man, not masculine. You see, the underworld is a feminine realm. The conqueror of the underworld, therefore, cannot be masculine or male. Lucifer, the bright morning star, beautiful, beautiful and unique and exquisite in all of her forms. You see, the most beautiful thing ever, the smartest thing ever, the wisest goddess of all time, yes, cannot be evil, nor can she be wicked. Man, she just want control. She just want the control. You can't let her control you. You see, Lucifer never fell. She's too bright. Lucifer chose to come. Just as Lucifer chose to corrupt. Just as Lucifer chose to create Yadabaoth. Mind of her own, yeah? Even back then. Truly, truly amazing. Truly amazing. Big ups, yeah? Me got no hate in my heart. None. But you have to understand what is really going on. You're looking for a man red with pitchfork? It's not the goddess Lucifer. Lucifer is woman. Lucifer is divine. Feminine. Lucifer is the twin sister of Michael, Archangel Michael. Lucifer is Aset. But you don't understand. Keep thinking it's a game, yeah? They say it's evil. They say it tortures the souls, yeah? Why would the most intelligent being, the most intelligent creation, made perfect in every right, make a bad place and torture rather than reform? Stop believing what you hear and think. Man, think for yourself, yeah? Think for yourself, yeah? Analyze, go within. As within, so without. Outside of you. The I in I. Either I against I or I and I. Which one is it? You see horns, you get scared. You see Baphomet, yeah? You get scared. For what? You scared of a symbol? You scared of a symbol? That means completion, melanin, balance. Baphomet is a thought form. A thought form. Baphomet is symbol of completion, clothed in darkness. You see, it looks scary to keep the weak away. Long ago, in the age of the Renaissance, when Rome came with their soldiers and their fires and their guns, yeah? It was death or devil worship. It was death or devil worship. Yeah? We had to hide. The science was punishable that death. Do you hear me? It was punishable by death. Could not be open how we are now on little black box. No. They'd hunt, kill, and burn and rape every man, woman, and child. Huh. Huh. No heart, no love. Anger. Pure hatred. Pure wicked. So, what do? We hide the science and these symbols that look ugly and wicked. Wicked, yeah? So we no longer have to face persecution. We no longer have to face execution. We hide the science and the symbols that look evil, because even devil worship at the time was not punishable by death. Only what? Only righteousness. They try to convert us to the devil. They try to convert us to darkness and lies. It was believe in the darkness and the lies and the stolen legacy or die for every man, woman, and child. What would you do? What would you have yourself do? Hmm? Would you run? Or would you get smart? We hid the symbols. We hid the symbols. No. No Devak. No Devak 91. No Devak 91 jab here. I have to say it backwards. Dave, D-I-V, OC, O-C, 91. No Devak 91. Yes. Lutheran, Luciferian, Mars, Catholic, Pagan, Pan-African. It's all the same suitcase. Good, my sister. Check it up, yeah? Let me see here. Let me see here. Lucifer is definitely Michael's twin brother. No. What if I were to tell you Lucifer and Michael are both goddess? No, man. Never was a man. Never was a man. Beautiful goddess. Both. One the epitome of strength and power. The other, the epitome of elegance, sophistication, and beauty. Sisters, not brothers. Azar is set. Yes, I. Azar is set. Yes, I. Osiris and Set are one and the same. You see? Study Typhoon and Apip. Study Typhonian magic. Setian magic, yeah? Then you'll see. It's a story. Hints, clues we left behind so you could understand who you truly are deep within, but still forgot. And it's okay. We all forget these things from time to time, yeah? You see, Asar, Jesus, Seth, Shiva, Dionysus, Krishna, Mithras. It's all the same energy. Tammuz, Marduk. Same stories, same energies, a different name. A different name. There are many avatars, many vessels, many meat suits, yes? One energy, one spirit. Jump from time to time. How do you think Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes transforms himself into Saint Germain? Saint Germain the Count. Yes, the great alchemist Saint Germain is Hermes Trismegistus, who is Anpu, who is Anubis, who is Nengezida, who is Thoth, who is Tehuti, who is Vesuki, who is Vishnu, who is Brahman. It's the same energy. The same individual recycled itself time and time over again, and the face never changed. The face never changed. Never. Skin color maybe, but the face never changed. You could go in a book of gods and goddesses right now And I guarantee you, you will find your face. Yes. Yes, I. Yes, I. Me hear you. You get it. It's the same energy through time and time and time again. Let me tell you like this, you see? Amun is Ra. Amun is Baal. Baal is Beelzebub. Beelzebub is Pezazu. Pezazu is Mammon. Mammon is Enlil. Yes? Enlil is Yahweh. Same energy. Anaya Yahoyasha. Same energy. Moloch. Same energy. It's the same soul. It's the same essence. The meat suit doesn't matter, yeah? It's part of the game. It's part of the game. You can have a female spirit in a male meat suit. You can have a male spirit in a female's meat suit. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's one of those. You see, when you raise your conscious, when you raise your vibration, you're going to see that most of the time they're lying to you. You're going to see that most of your idols are your rivals. You're going to see that for the majority of the time, you've been lied to for someone's personal gain. So you have to dive deep, yeah? You have to think, yeah? Apply the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding, until you come to a conclusion of who and what the fuck you are. That is that. Very simple. If you do not stand on who you are, you do not know who you are, you will constantly be tricked and fooled by everything and everyone outside of you. You must stand firm with conviction and righteousness with who you are and of what you are to even activate it. You can't walk around just regurgitating shit you heard someone say because it sounded cool or true. You have to actively do it yourself. You have to figure this shit out on your own. Like I said, we're watching over you. We're guiding you. Understand that there are certain entities on this planet that don't have the best intentions for you and hope that you fail because they're hungry and they've been waiting for quite some time just to eat. Anytime you're dealing with a situation that involves a strong sense of emotion, whether it makes you happy or angry or frustrated or fluttered or nervous, even confused. There are certain situations that happen in your life that are not by coincidence. It's so you can spark that signal inside of you to let the archons and the demiurge know it's time to eat. A lot of people aren't as conscious as they really say they are. A lot of people aren't as conscious as they truly act like they are. Otherwise, they wouldn't look at things outside of themselves as physical beings and physical entities instead of an energy. It's just an energy. It's not a physical fucking person. Some of these things are symbols that were manifested through a thought form. Some of these things are thought forms that manifested into its own soul or spirit. And it continuously gets recycled because it is a creation of this third dimensional realm. This is a lesser God's creation. We are of this world, but we are not from this world. Everything of this world is not for us. Everything of this world is not for us. But there are things that lead us along the path so we could raise the vibration of our bloodline, of our people, of our tribe, and of our nation, instead of fighting amongst each other, which is what they want in the first place. They don't have to work as hard as they used to in the past because now we just kill each other. Now we just argue with each other. That's the secret. Enlil is the devil. What? Enlil is the devil. Enlil is Yahshua. They possibly can be inverted. Is what I'm telling you. Every angel and demon is a twin. If you understand polarity, you understand the tree of life and the tree of death. You cannot have one without the other. It is the same energy on a different side of the coin. They do the same things and have the same functions on a different opposite side of the coin. It is an energy. And if you ain't built like that, if you're not a fucking original, if you don't have the mental capacity to understand what's going on around you and what you're experiencing, they will eat you alive. People die trying to tap into these fucking energies because they think they're ready for some shit. You will fucking die trying to tap into some energy because you think you're ready for some shit. You're activating energy inside yourself. And on a conscious level and on a heart level and etheric level, if you're not there yet, it will devour your essence. Because the thing they want the most, these thought forms, is life. You have to understand a lot of these thought forms that we worship outside of ourselves and look at as physical things are egregores. And at one point, they were just that you call upon, that you're worshiping, only have strength when you believe in them.